Wisconsin Broadcasters Association Hall of Famer Bob Berry ruled Milwaukee's airwaves in the 60s and 70s. He spoke with countless musicians and celebrities over the years. Bob collected remarkable recordings of these encounters, which he's now sharing with the public. Here's Bob.
It's the opening week of baseball at American Family Field, and today we celebrate the hits, the misses, and the downright embarrassing moments that make baseball, well, baseball. Today we're stepping up to the plate with a very special guest, a man who has chronicled the blunders, bloopers, and boneheaded plays that even the biggest legends wish we'd forget. Why does Aaron Judd come to my mind? Allan Zullo is the co-author of the Baseball Hall of Shame, the ultimate tribute to the funniest, most bizarre moments in baseball history. Let's play ball.
Be out to the ball game. Well, it's time for opening day again. Time for hot dogs and popcorn and the Baseball Hall of Shame. We have one of the authors, Allan Zullo, on the air with us now, of the first and only encyclopedia of baseball's foulest hours. Great book. Really enjoying it, Allan.
Hey, thanks, Bob.
Hilarious look at the worst performances in batting, fielding, pitching. You got to answer this one for me, first of all. There's a little teaser question here in the front of the book. What baseball manager blew a game when he blew his nose? What's the story behind that story?
Lou Boudreau. Do you remember good old Lou? He was manager for Cleveland Indians back in the 40s there. And he had a signal for double steal. And it was he would raise the towel up to his face. And that meant that whoever was on would try to steal the next base. And there were two guys on base when he was supposed to give this sign. Well, what happened was he had this terrible cold, and he was using the towel when he would sneeze. He had big sneezes. And he had forgotten about the sign. So he's sneezing. He pulls the towel up to his face to sneeze. And the runners, who happened to be guys that were the slowest men on the team, see the sign. Coach flashes the sign, then they got to steal.
Oh.
They're both thrown out.
Oh, jeez. How embarrassing. How about the worst teams of all times?
Well, certainly everybody thinks, the 1962 Mets. But believe it or not, there was one even worse. There was the Cleveland Spiders from 1899, and they lost 134 games. They only won 20. Now, Bob, these guys were so bad that even their own loved ones wouldn't come out to watch them.
I believe it.
Really, they only played 41 games of the 154 game schedule in Cleveland.
Oh,
they had to go the other, play out more of the games on the road. The only reason they had to play those 41 at home was because the other teams said, get out of here.
Yeah, right. I have room for you. The most inauspicious Major League debut.
Yeah. Well, we have to give that to Harry Heitman. Harry was actually is the very, very first inductee into the Baseball Hall of Shame. Now, in 1918, he was a pitcher. He was a pitcher for Brooklyn, and in his very first game, he goes out to the mound to pitch, and boom, base hit. Boom, a triple. Boom, base hit. Boom, another triple. The guy's shell-shocked. Manager comes out, takes him out of the game. Not only does Harry leave the ballpark, he walks directly to the Navy Enlistment Center and is never seen from again.
My gosh. Isn't that strange?
Right.
Whew.
Now, you got some in Milwaukee. We don't have any Brewers in this town.
Yeah, I was going to ask you if Milwaukee's in the book.
We some old Braves from way back from Milwaukee Braves. You remember Bob Buell?
Oh, sure.
Okay. Well, Bob is in our category called Hitless Wonders. Bob played for the Braves in the, let's see, late 50s and early 60s before he was traded to the Chicago Cubs. But during that time, he went 0 for 1962. That whole year, he was up 70 times at bat and nothing.
Yeah, right.
Actually, he went 3 years without getting a hit.
How about the ballpark with the most tasteless food? You even have that in there.
Right. It was a toss-up of several places. Actually, Toronto ended up winning this one. Toronto Blue Jays. They call it a hot dog. I don't know what they call it in Canada. They have some other name for it. But I guess the fans were feeding it to the seagulls because they could not eat it.
How about some of the bloopers themselves?
There are so many of them. My favorite guy of all time is Smead Jolly.
Smead Jolly.
That's a great name, right?
Great name, yeah.
Yeah. He played for the White Sox in 1930, 1931. He is the only guy who made 3 errors on 1 ball. Now that's pretty hard to do. Yeah, he played right field. Here's what happened. Line drive is hit to him, goes through his legs for error number 1. Plays the carom off the wall, except the ball goes through his legs. Error number 2. He tracks it down, picks it up, throws it into the stands as he's trying to get the runner out at third for error number 3. Officially, though, they only gave him discredit for 2 errors, unfortunately. But Smead is that, he's our kind of guy.
Yeah, I like that. Would have to cheat a little bit. How about some sneaky cheating? Any of that in there?
Sneaky cheating? Oh, yeah. Hey, Norm Cash, the guy won the 1961 batting crown, right?
Mm-hmm.
He did it with an illegal bat. He loaded the bat, hollowed it out, put some cork in it. That gives you a bigger mass to hit.
Yeah, right.
It's lighter weight. And so he's in there for that. Also, Rick Honeycutt, he was a pitcher for Seattle. He's now with the Dodgers. But he taped a thumbtack to his finger and would carve up the ball. Well, obviously, Bob, you know that carved up ball will do dirty tricks.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, he's in there. What he's in there for is he got caught. And not only that, he forgot that the thumbtack was on his finger. And as he was being interrogated by the umpires, he went and wiped his brow. Fingernail, or the thumbtack on his fingernail, sliced his forehead. Blood started to drip down. That's what he's in there for.
Oh, unbelievable. That's wild. This is really a fun book. It's the Baseball Hall of Shame by Bruce Nash and Allan Zullo. Allan, thank you very much for talking with us.
Bob, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Bob Berry.
Thank you for listening to Bob Berry's Unearthed Interviews. Be sure to subscribe and rate our podcast wherever you find your podcasts. You can find all our episodes at WisconsinBroadcastersMuseum.org. Check out Bob Berry's book, Rock and Roll Radio Milwaukee. Book sale proceeds support Donate Life Wisconsin. Special thanks to Wisconsin Historical Society and for financial support from WBA Hall of Famer Terry Bond.